10 seconds. That is how long it took for blood to return to a man's toes during a simple circulation check. Normally, when blood flow is healthy, the color comes back quickly. But with him, it came back slowly, too slowly. His feet were cold almost every morning. His legs felt heavy when he got out of bed. Some nights, the numbness in his toes kept him awake. Walking from the kitchen to the mailbox felt like climbing a hill with weights tied to his ankles. But here is what bothered me most. He was already taking medication, blood pressure pills, cholesterol medicine, blood thinners, circulation medicine. He was doing what he had been told to do, and still, his legs were getting worse. I am Dr. James Walker, and I want to explain something many adults over 60 are never told clearly enough. Poor blood flow in the legs is not always just old age. Sometimes the real problem is happening inside the blood vessels themselves. The inner lining of those vessels becomes irritated, the arteries get stiff, tiny blood vessels in the feet do not open the way they should. The body makes less nitric oxide, which is one of the natural signals that tells blood vessels to relax and widen, and little by little, less oxygen reaches the calves, ankles, toes, and feet. That is when people start saying, "My feet are always cold," or "My legs feel heavy," or "I cannot walk as far as I used to." Many people try expensive circulation supplements. Some buy special socks. Some use heating pads every night. Some keep adding medications, and those things may help in the right situation. But if the blood vessel lining is inflamed, stiff, and struggling to open, you also have to support the vessel from the inside. And one small seed may help do that. That seed is flaxseed. Now, before you say, "Doctor, I have already heard of flaxseed," stay with me. Because most people have heard of it for digestion or cholesterol. Very few people understand why it may matter for blood flow in the legs. And even fewer people know how to eat it correctly, because if you eat flaxseed the wrong way, you may get very little benefit from it. Whole flax seeds can pass through your body almost unchanged. That means the good parts stay locked inside the shell and leave your body before they can help you. So the seed matters, but the form matters even more. Let me explain this simply. Your arteries are like soft, flexible pipes. Blood must move through them every second of your life. When those pipes are smooth and relaxed, blood moves easily. When they become stiff, narrow, and irritated, the flow slows down. Your feet are far away from your heart. That means they are often the first place you feel poor circulation. Cold toes, numbness, tingling, heavy legs, cramping when walking, feet that take a long time to warm up. These can all be signs that the blood delivery system is struggling. Now, flaxseed helps because it contains 3 things that support blood vessels in different ways. The first is plant omega-3 fat. The omega-3 fat in flaxseed is called ALA. You do not need to remember the name, just remember what it does. It helps calm inflammation. Inflammation inside the blood vessels is like roughness inside a pipe. When the inside wall is rough, blood does not glide as easily. The vessel becomes less flexible. Plaque can build more easily. The body has a harder time sending blood into the smaller vessels of the legs and feet. Omega-3 fats help support the inner lining of the blood vessels. That lining is called the endothelium. It is thin, delicate, and extremely important. When the endothelium is healthy, the blood vessel can relax and widen. When it is damaged, the vessel stays tighter and stiffer. That brings us to nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a natural signal your body makes to help blood vessels open. Think of it like a message that says, "Relax, let more blood through." As people age, and especially when they have high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, smoking history, or artery disease, nitric oxide levels may fall. When that happens, the arteries do not open as well. That can make the legs feel cold, tight, tired, or heavy. Flaxseed does not work like a drug. It does not force the vessel open immediately, but by supporting the vessel lining and helping calm inflammation, it may help create a better environment for blood flow over time. Now, look at what we have learned so far. Cold feet are not always about the weather. Heavy legs are not always about age. Sometimes the blood vessels are asking for support, and flaxseed may help because it supports the inside lining of those vessels. But that is only the first reason. The second reason flaxseed matters is because it contains lignans. Lignans are natural plant compounds with antioxidant effects. Again, you do not need to memorize the word. Just understand the job. They help protect the blood vessel lining from damage. I explain it to patients like this. Imagine rust forming inside a pipe. The more rust there is, the rougher the pipe becomes. The rougher the pipe becomes, the harder it is for fluid to move smoothly. Something similar can happen inside blood vessels. Oxidative stress can damage the vessel lining. Over time, that damage can make the artery less flexible and more likely to collect plaque. Lignans help fight that oxidative stress, so flaxseed is not only helping through healthy fat, it is also helping protect the inside surface of the vessel, and after 60, that matters. Blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, sitting too long, smoking, processed foods, and normal aging can all leave marks on the blood vessels. By the time someone feels cold feet or heavy legs, the problem may have been building quietly for years. Now, the third important part of flaxseed is soluble fiber. This is the part many people understand best. Soluble fiber helps support healthier LDL cholesterol levels. LDL is the type many people call bad cholesterol. Soluble fiber works in the gut by binding with cholesterol and helping remove some of it from the body. Why does that matter for leg circulation? Because LDL cholesterol can contribute to plaque buildup inside the arteries. Plaque narrows the space where blood flows. Less space means less blood can pass through. And when less blood reaches the legs, the muscles and nerves do not get enough oxygen. That is when walking becomes harder. A person may say, "My calves ache when I walk," or "I need to stop and rest," or "My legs feel better when I sit down." That can happen when the leg muscles are asking for more oxygen, but the circulation cannot deliver enough. So flaxseed supports circulation from 3 directions. It gives plant omega-3 fats to help calm inflammation, it gives lignans to help protect the vessel lining, and it gives soluble fiber to support healthier cholesterol. That is why I like it as a daily food for older adults who are worried about blood flow. But now, listen carefully, because this is where most people make the mistake. Do not rely on whole flax seeds. Whole flax seeds look healthy. They may be sprinkled on bread, cereal, or salads, but the hard outer shell can pass through your digestive system without breaking open. That means you may see flaxseed going in, but your body may not be getting much out of it. The better choice is ground flaxseed. Ground flaxseed has the shell broken open, so your body can reach the omega-3 fats, lignans, and fiber inside. You can buy it already ground, or you can buy whole flax seeds and grind them yourself in a small coffee grinder. Freshly ground is best, but pre-ground is fine if you store it correctly, and storage matters. Ground flaxseed can go bad faster because the healthy fats are exposed to air, so keep it in a sealed container in the refrigerator. Do not leave it open on the counter for weeks. Now, how much should you take? For most adults, a good starting point is 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed per day. Start there for 1 week. Let your stomach adjust. Flaxseed has fiber. If you suddenly take too much, you may feel bloated, gassy, or uncomfortable. After 1 week, if your body handles it well, you can increase to 2 tablespoons per day. 2 tablespoons is easy to add to breakfast. You can stir it into oatmeal. You can add it to plain yogurt. You can blend it into a smoothie. You can mix it into applesauce. You can stir it into warm water. But do not cook it at high heat. High heat can damage some of the healthy fats. So if you add it to oatmeal, let the oatmeal cool slightly first. If you add it to soup, add it after the soup is off the stove and ready to eat. The best time is usually morning because it becomes part of your routine. And circulation health depends on routine, not one big change, a small daily habit. Now, this next part is important. Flaxseed is food. It is not a medication. It is not a cure for blocked arteries. It should not replace blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine, diabetes medicine, blood thinners, or treatment for peripheral artery disease. If you already have diagnosed artery disease, chest pain, leg pain when walking, wounds on your feet, blue toes, sudden swelling, or one leg that becomes cold and painful, you need medical care. Do not try to treat serious circulation symptoms with seeds, but as part of a daily food pattern, ground flaxseed can be a smart support. especially for people who are trying to protect blood vessels, support cholesterol, support blood pressure, and feed the body better. Now, let me tell you what I would ask the man from the beginning to do. He had cold feet, heavy legs, numbness, slow blood return in his toes, and he was already on several medications. I would not tell him to stop his medicine. That would be dangerous. I would ask him to speak with his doctor about his symptoms and make sure his circulation had been properly checked. Then, I would look at his daily food. Was he eating enough fiber? Was he eating omega-3 foods? Was his blood sugar controlled? Was his blood pressure controlled? Was he walking daily, even if only for a few minutes at a time? Was he smoking? Was he drinking enough water? Was he eating foods that support the blood vessel lining, or foods that keep damaging it? Because circulation is not only about one pill, it is about the condition of the whole system. Your arteries respond to what you do every day. Every meal either supports the blood vessel lining or stresses it. Every walk tells the leg muscles and blood vessels, keep working. Every cigarette damages the vessel lining. Every high-sugar meal can irritate small vessels. Every day of sitting too long makes circulation slower. And every simple habit, done consistently, can begin moving your body in a better direction. That is why ground flaxseed is useful. It is simple, it is affordable, it is easy to add, and it supports the exact system that often struggles with age, the blood vessels. Now, here is the daily plan in plain words. Buy ground flaxseed or buy whole flaxseed and grind it yourself. Keep it in the refrigerator in a sealed container. Start with 1 tablespoon every morning for 1 week. Add it to oatmeal, yogurt, a smoothie, or another soft food. After 1 week, increase to 2 tablespoons if your stomach feels fine. Drink enough water, because fiber works best when you are hydrated. Do not cook it at high heat, and do not expect a miracle overnight. This is not a quick fix. It is daily support. Most circulation problems took years to develop. They do not disappear in one morning, but the body can respond when you give it better support consistently. Now, I want you to check something today. Sit down and look at your feet. Are they cold compared to the rest of your body? Do your toes look pale, blue, or darker than usual? Do your legs feel heavy in the morning? Do you get calf pain when you walk that improves when you rest? Do you have numbness, tingling, or slow-healing sores? If the answer is yes, do not ignore it. Those symptoms deserve a conversation with your doctor, especially if they are new, worsening, or happening more on one side. And if you have diabetes, this is even more important. Diabetes can damage small blood vessels and nerves in the feet. A small circulation problem can become serious if it is ignored. So use flaxseed as support, but use medical care when symptoms call for it. Let me bring this together clearly. Cold feet after 60 are not always just cold feet. Heavy legs are not always just age. Numbness is not always just sleeping in the wrong position. Sometimes these are signs that blood flow is not reaching the lower body the way it should. Ground flaxseed may help support that system because it gives your body plant omega-3 fats, lignans, and soluble fiber. Those 3 things support the vessel lining, help calm inflammation, support healthier cholesterol, and may help blood vessels function better over time. But only if you use it correctly. Whole flaxseed may pass through you without doing much. Flaxseed oil gives you some healthy fat, but it does not give the same fiber and lignans. Ground flaxseed gives the fuller benefit. So start there, 1 tablespoon in the morning, then 2, if tolerated, every day. Stored cold, added to food after cooking, simple, affordable, realistic. And for many older adults, realistic is what works. Before you leave, tell me in the comments if you deal with cold feet, heavy legs, numbness, or poor circulation. Also tell me if you have ever tried ground flaxseed before. Your answer may help someone else realize they are not alone. And please share this with someone who keeps saying, "My feet are always cold," or "My legs feel heavy." They may not need another expensive bottle from the supplement aisle. They may need to understand what is happening inside their blood vessels. I am Dr. James Walker. Take care of your circulation, protect your legs, and remember, the smallest habits can matter when you repeat them every day.